Just trying to catch a good time, even if it takes all night. You and me go fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. American dreaming, made for more than getting by. Knew that I was meant to fly through the struggle, Lord. I never stopped believing. Kept on pushing, kept the faith. Better days. Yeah.
All right, I like this guy already. You just heard the music of singer-songwriter Niko Moon. He's built his career around music that makes you feel good. Before stepping into the spotlight with hits of his own, he wrote songs for some of country music's biggest names, including Zac Brown Band. Now Niko is showing fans a more personal side with his new album, Roots. It takes him back to his childhood in Georgia, the family and experiences that shaped him, and the story behind the positive outlook that's become a signature of his music. Niko Moon joins us to take us back to his roots. Good morning, Niko.
Hey, good morning. Coming to you live from the quietest room in my house because I got a bunch of little ones running around, running around downstairs.
At first, I thought you were going to start out and give us a little rap. Oh, absolutely. I thought you were going to start rapping there for a minute, which, you know, is not far from your background as well. But born in Tyler, Texas, to a young mom, only 18 when she had you. At 10, you moved to Georgia. Yeah. You grew up just outside of Atlanta. You say the family did not have much, but worked hard. That in itself is enough to start some lyrics.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like my life is a movie, you know, or maybe an album. But this record is one I'm really excited to have out in the world. You know, it's an origin story for me. A lot of people, like you say, know me for making positive music, but they may not know why I'm so passionate about this particular type of music. You know,
well, when you say your mom's born, you know, you're born to a young mom at 18. Automatically, society says, "Oh, lost cause there." That wasn't the case at all.
No, not at all. I mean, we didn't have a lot materialistically, but we were rich in love. And I feel like my very first examples of what optimism in the face of adversity looked like from my parents. You know, I remember I remember one time our power getting cut off and my dad going out in the backyard and grabbing some hickory wood off of the back porch and coming in and putting it on the fireplace and getting a fire going. And then he went to the closet and got a blow up mattress like that you would go camping with. And he blew it up and he put it next to the fireplace and was like, "All right, we're going camping. Y'all ready?" And I was like,
the glass half full there. Yeah, your mom waited tables. Your dad was a truck driver. You moved around a lot, trailers and extended stay motels until you couldn't afford that anymore. It wasn't until high school that you actually moved into a home, like a house.
Yeah, into like a proper house, you know. But I'm grateful for my upbringing. You know, it's taught me a lot. It's given me a lot of gratitude for where I'm at in life now. And it's one of the biggest reasons why I make the music I make. You know, I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be making music at all, you know.
Yeah,
there's so many
that
people
is a
doing
dream
it.
For so many. There are so many people doing it, and a dream for so many people. You were actually kind of born into music. Both your parents play and write.
They do, yeah. I got lucky. I won the lotto on that one. Born into a creative home, and they always made sure that the option for being a musical person was always a potential for me, because sometimes that gets relegated to dreamland. You know, it's like make sure you go, you know, down this path or that path that might be a little more serious, and that can always be a backup for you. But they weren't like that. They were always like, if you love music the way you say you do,
yeah, whatever you do, do it
go
well.
for it. Yeah.
Your dad was a drummer. He taught you to drum, and then piano, and later guitar. You grew up listening to a mix of genres. That's why I said you're about to start rapping when I first greeted you. Travis Tritt and Alan Jackson, but Outkast and Goody Mob as well.
Yeah. I grew up like 30 minutes outside of Atlanta. So I was in the burbs and listening to a lot of country music, but I love hip hop music. It's you know, especially the drum and bass, you know, it's just always really moved me. So my country music, you know, reflects that. You know, you can turn it up and you're going to feel those speakers hit you in the chest.
You can turn it up. All right. You did what so many musicians do. You honed your craft any way that you could. In high school, you played acoustic cover sets at dive bars and restaurants. How did that help you get better at sitting in front of people and performing for them and hoping they like it?
I mean, when you're playing for a room full of people who have no idea who you are, could care less, you're trying your hardest just to get them to look your way, much less sing along with you, and that builds some really tough skin. And it also helps you with your crowd work and being able to banter in between songs and, just cut it up with the crowd. So really grateful for all those years of being able to cut my teeth in those dive bars.
You started out in kind of that out of sight, out of mind profession of songwriting, but it's funny, a lot of times people don't realize the songwriters can oftentimes make much more money than the people singing them. But you wrote your first major country artist, you wrote for many major country artists, I should say. You had won the CSAC Nashville Songwriter of the Year, but you wrote for Zac Brown Band. You co-wrote 5 #1 hits. That's phenomenal.
Oh, thank you. I got lucky that the songwriting door opened up for me. I just have always wanted to be a part of music any way I can get in there. I just trying to get in where I fit in. And fortunately, I've had some other artists, dig collaborating, and I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna let people know, like some of the songs they're hearing, that Niko's all over it. Homegrown, Beautiful Drug, Loving You Easy, Keep Me in Mind, Heavy as the Head, and then Dierks Bentley, you co-wrote a #1 hit, Gone. Rascal Flatts, you co-wrote Back to Life. Morgan Wallen, you co-wrote More Surprised Than Me. At what point did you think, okay, I can write songs, I know I can. When am I gonna sing the songs I write?
Yeah, it was about a year before I came out with my album. I looked at my wife and I was like, I think I'm an artist. I really want to make positive music, feel good music exclusively, and I've kept that promise to myself. I don't have one sad song. And I make all my music very grassroots style. I make it here at the house or while I'm on the road on my tour bus. So,
yeah,
it's music from the heart. That hopefully is food for the soul.
Your debut album says it, Good Time. That was your breakout hit, triple platinum single. Describe that feeling, because once you get it done, I'm sure there's a great relief. You're like, okay, we're done. All right, but then you put it out to the world and hope people like it. Triple platinum says people like it.
It's the greatest feeling when people dig something that you've worked so hard on, because I know we got an amazing author coming up here in just a minute to speak, and I'm sure she can attest that when you work on something for a really long time, you just really hope that people dig it and appreciate it. And the fact that I've gotten the response that I have from my music it's given my life so much meaning and value. So I'm really grateful
you're
for
talking about, it's interesting because what she talks about is how songs resonate with us more than just the enjoyment of listening to it, because it's those lyrics, those words that you write that connect with somebody in a certain moment at a certain time. And that's what your music does. I think we need a lot more happiness in this world, and that's what you're doing through your music intentionally. Then in 2024, Better Days, your second studio album, released on his Happy Cowboy Records label. And then American Palm, the tropical vacation-inspired album, beachy escapist feel.
Yes, I love the water. I love just getting my toes in the sand. It helps me to hit the reset button in my brain, I've always felt that connection with the water. So people who really love getting out on the boat, they tend to gravitate towards my music a lot.
All right, your 15-track album, Roots. When I hear 15 tracks, and did you write all of these songs, and how long does that take to put together?
Yeah, I'm pretty much constantly writing. I never stop. So even with the Roots album that's out right now, I'm working on the next album right now. And I just love writing. It's so much fun. It takes me about a year to make an album. So I release about one album a year.
Yeah. All right, we're looking at this video here, and I'm looking at all those tats that you got going on. Oh, that's pretty cool. You could. I'm gonna say something inappropriate. You can do all of your videos with no shirt on. You can come to concert with no shirt on. but anyway.
I like to collect them. I think of them as like bookmarks to life.
Yeah. It's just like you have lyrics to your life. You have those pictures as a part of your life as well. This is your most personal album yet, and you, like you said, you tell your origin story. Sharing hard times does not have to be sad. You refuse to make that something sad. And as you said, said earlier, in the face of adversity, your parents chose optimism. It says that we have power in any circumstance. We can choose the optimism.
That's right. Yeah. It's crazy how much of life is a mind game, And if we can get this in a good spot, then life can be a very beautiful thing. And music is such a amazing tool to help us.
Yeah. American Dreamin' celebrates hard work and perseverance.
That's right. Yeah. That's the song kind of about my life, growing up in the trailer, and I can't believe I'm on the tour bus now. It's such an amazing dream come true. And, it's because so many people out there connect with me in the music, and that's the greatest gift of all, the human connection of it.
And now you have, you mentioned at the top, your own family, married with 2 kids. You live in Nashville. So you grew up, as you said, with some adversity. And oftentimes as parents, what we want to do is throw everything at our kids so they don't ever have to go through a tough day. What's it like being a parent?
It's the best, it's the best experience of my life. I feel like I'm growing so much too, I tell people all the time, if you're interested in finding the best version of yourself, have a kid, because now you got somebody looking at you for what the example of a good person is, and so they push me so hard to be the best version of myself I can be. It's affecting my music, I want to make music that inspires them. I want to make music that, the whole family can come to the concert and enjoy,
And I love when you say
it's really shifted my mindset.
A lot of people get lost in their success, and I love when you say success changed your circumstances, not what you value. You have your song Rich Man, inspired by your wife and family. Material things don't equal wealth. You also have a charitable side to you, Happy Cowboy Foundation. Tell us what they do and what that's set up for.
Yeah, we help people get therapy that are looking for it but can't afford it. And for a long time, I couldn't afford it. And I really needed that conversation to help me navigate through some difficulties that I was going through at the time. I've been working on mental health since I was a kid, and depression and anxiety have always been a part of my life, and been something I've been working on. And I'm really grateful that I was able to have that conversation, and that person was able to help me navigate my way back to peace of mind. And I really want to help anybody else out there who's going through something. It doesn't really matter to me what it is, it's more important that we find our way back. And so that's what we do. It's really simple.
You also have Happy Himalayan Water Company. The premium artesian water is packaged in aluminum bottles and infused with pink Himalayan salt, and portion of those proceeds supports Happy Cowboy Foundation. Well, thank you for making us happy this morning. And if you're ever in Houston, you got to stop by Great Day, because we're called Great Day. You got to stop by, all right? Because
hey, I got you. I come to Houston.
All right.
Yes, I come to Houston at least once a year to play a show. So I would love to.
All right. Niko, thank you very much. Have a great day.
You too. Take care. Peace.
All right. To learn more about Niko Moon, visit greatdayhouston.com and we'll connect you. His newest album, Roots, is out now, and you can stream it anywhere.